Were the Space Jam NFTs, or before the Space Jam NFTs went up for sale, a lot of people were talking crap. But there were some people who were very excited about them. And a lot of people came to me and asked me, was I buying any of these card packs? And the big answer that I dropped on their head was no. F them. I went pretty hard.
It sounds like it.
In yesterday's video, I mentioned that the sale actually went a lot different than a couple of the sales before. Because if you didn't remember, a lot of those sales did not sell out. And they had to burn a lot of cards, like a ridiculous amount of cards. Even at one point, they had to burn 50%. Wasn't it like 53%?
Yeah, something like that.
Ridiculous. But Heather has done the numbers. She's slapped those numbers together very mathematically. And we figured out how many were burned this time. Do you have a percentage or just a number of cards, card packs?
Both.
You got both?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Heather is really putting in the work today. But before we go any further, we want to let you know to check out 7buckspop.com for their Pop Shield armors and their Pop Shields, and also all the Funko Pops that show up on their website on Fridays and Sundays. They have their mystery drops. You never know what they're going to drop on there, and sometimes they're dropping super grails. So check out 7buckspop.com and protect those grails. I know I do. I love buying the Pop Shield armors. I protect all my autographed Funko Pops with those because I want to make sure that they don't get damaged.
That is very smart. So I was looking to try to figure out how many card packs were in the previous drops, and unfortunately I'm not able to find it on digital.funko.com anymore.
I have a better plan.
Okay.
This is what we're going to do. I think this is a smart way to go. We're going to start on Dis's Instagram. As we normally like to start, we like to take a look and see what is going on Instagram. So this is when they announce the Space Jam drop is actually going to happen. 25,000 standard packs, 15,000 premium packs. Dis asks, will you be buying any packs? So there's a lot of comments here. We'll read a couple of the comments. We're not going to go overboard. This person says, just ripped the muscle bugs sweet. So this is people who actually already made their purchases. Here for Lola Bunny. By the way, can we just talk about Lola Bunny for a second?
I'd rather not.
There's a lot of very interesting comments and things being said about Lola Bunny.
Yeah, it makes me very uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. There are people out there who are really enjoying Lola Bunny. I'm talking about people that are super attracted to Lola Bunny, the cartoon character, which is very creepy to me. I don't understand what that's about. As a kid, I remember thinking, oh, Lola Bunny, you know, they drew her a certain way. But as an adult, it's a cartoon.
It's weird.
It is. I can't imagine doing nasty things to myself thinking about Lola Bunny. It just doesn't make any sense. This person says, I was going to cop, but I gotta save for Star Wars and Transformers. You, my friend, are thinking properly. That's the way I'm thinking as well, specifically for Transformers, which is probably my most anticipated thing for 2024 Funko-wise so far. Guessing half the packs will be destroyed by the end of this. Still baffled that they didn't make red, green, or orange monster. So there are people that are looking for things. No Bill Murray or Jordan trash. So we're not going to go any further. It doesn't look like there was too many comments about that particular post, about the drop. So not a whole lot of people going crazy about how excited they are. But there was a couple more posts that happened on Instagram through Dis. And so Dis posted a follow-up post which says, after 35 minutes, here are the remaining packs for Space Jam release. How did you do? At this point in the game, they had 18,745 standard packs with 3,891 premium packs. That was 35 minutes in. Now keep in mind, in past drops, I'm talking a little while back now, most of the time by 35 minutes, they would sell out completely of packs. That's how popular it was. In fact, it wasn't even the fact that it sold out in 35 minutes, is that people were in line to buy them and you didn't have the opportunity to even buy the packs. So by the time you got in line, they were most likely going to be sold out by the time it was time for you to make your purchase. So let's read this. I'm new to this. Just got Daffy and Purple Monster legendary cards. How do I redeem them? Well, Funko, you still aren't training the masses. I don't think people understand what the heck they're doing, but I do want to mention that we do have sort of a dated course in how to do Funko NFT, and you can go and find that. I'm going to put it in the description below. Check it out. A lot of the information is still proper, but some of the information is old, considering that now you can work on the drop marketplace and you don't have to go to the secondary market, which is called Atomic Hub. So things have changed. The new marketplace seems to be okay so far, but we're going to get into that here in a moment. We're going to talk about that. Got one pack and got Lola and the Purple Monster, so people are pretty cool with that, or Purple Monster. Funko is ruining the collecting market with this NFT stuff. NFTs are worthless these days. It was a fun month when it lasted. I don't know what they mean by that. Or I guess it was fun while it lasted. Got all legendary into premium packs. Didn't get the Grail though. This person says didn't get shit. First ever attempt at this and I pulled a redeemable Monstar. I wanted Bugs or Daffy, but hey, I'll take it. I got the Grail in all caps. How exciting is that? Got Swack Hammer and Co. plus Bugs Bunny. Bought 2 Prems. Bought over 10 plus Prems over since the NFT game started. 3 redeemables, last 3 packs, gaining ground finally, ha ha ha. It's all random, it's nothing set in stone. So it looks like people are pretty excited about pulling certain things here. We did have a couple of haters there. A lot of people are saying, you know, I'm not on board with the Funko NFT. Let's do away with the Funko NFT. And I sort of agree with that comment because the Funko NFT was very fun for a while. Heather and I enjoyed opening card packs. We enjoyed collecting all the pieces, enjoyed trying to get our royalty. That's fun. But nowadays, things are pretty boring, and we're actually going to go into the current value of each of these NFT Funko Pops here in a moment. And we're going to show just how low they are, because a lot of people, as we can tell, aren't really after these, or too many people got legendaries and grails, so the prices are dropping significantly. I remember right around the time of Transformers, they were pretty expensive at that time.
Yes.
And I don't imagine that these Space Jam Funko Pops are going to come up very much, and could possibly drop even lower as the next couple weeks go on.
Yeah.
So that was the second post where we're talking about the standard and premium packs. And then in the end, we have a post saying unsold Space Jam NFT packs will be destroyed at 3 p.m. PT. 15K standard packs remain. So it's actually 15,038 were available, which is very interesting. Mm-hmm. Standard packs used to sell out quicker because they were easier to flip, and premiums usually would be the ones that were left up last.
Yes.
So it's funny that this is happening. I feel like this has something to do with the premium packs now offering up a couple more cards than usual. It used to be, you got what, 15 cards? Now it's up to 17 cards.
For the same cost.
So you're getting an extra 2 cards per pack. Maybe that's what's driving people to buy the premiums. And also, no one can flip the standard packs like they used to. Yeah. So maybe there's no value in doing that.
Well, keep in mind also that there were 10,000 more standards than there were premiums too.
Oh, wow.
So that could also have something to do with it. So I did the math. For this particular drop, it's actually quite a bit less than we have had as of recent, or at least the one that I compared it to. So there were 25,000 standards, 15,000 premiums, which is a total of 380,000 cards.
Wow.
So I compared it to Harry Potter because they're pretty close with the burn rate. So the amount burned for this particular series was 19.79%. So that's actually a pretty low burn rate in comparison to the 40 and 50 or so percent we have seen semi-recently, right?
Okay.
So there were the 15,000 whatever burned. Compared to Harry Potter, though, to start, there were 45% less Space Jam than Harry Potter.
Oh, wow.
So with Harry Potter, we got 31,250 standards and the same amount of premiums, which was 687,500 cards.
Good Lord.
Which is a significant, I mean, that's almost double the amount of Space Jam.
Wow.
More were technically burned, but more were sold, if that makes sense, because it was such a huge...
The percentage, you're saying.
Yeah. There was such a huge amount of Harry Potter versus the small amount of Space Jam. So with Harry Potter, the amount of total cards sold, I'm not going by packs because packs have 5 in standard and 17 in premium.
Okay.
And that was the case with premium, or that was the case with Harry Potter. 537,836 individual cards were sold for Harry Potter. 304,810 individual cards were sold for Space Jam.
Wow.
So technically there were more Harry Potter packs sold, even though more were burned.
Okay.
That's how I like to compare them, because Drop and Funko don't, like, I don't know the method to how they choose how many premiums and standards, but it seems like they overshoot very often. Like, they overestimate. Realistically, Harry Potter is a super, like, crazy franchise. It's huge. I feel like had this been a year ago, it would have sold out no problem.
Harry Potter?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with that.
But because it happened...
I think Space Jam would have too.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But I think because of how things are now and what people are seeing from Drop, they're a bit weary, they're sort of burnt out, they're not really liking how things are going, so less people are willing to take the risk at purchasing NFTs. But, I mean, Harry Potter still sold a lot.
It did, yeah. It still sold a lot. I'm sure they made a lot of money off of it.
Oh,
I'm sure they're making a lot of money off of all this NFT stuff. Although, they want to make the full bill. They want to sell everything. They want to make all the money. And they're not making that money anymore. And like Heather said, it seems to be less desirable in general, like across the board.
Yeah.
But mainly because people were very bummed out over how they've been handling things lately. What are you doing? What are you doing?
You had a crumb in your beard.
I was leaving it there.
No,
Okay, can you leave it alone, please?
It was really bothering me.
Well, thanks. You have one in your beard, but you don't see me pulling it out.
You should.
So anyway, the Harry Potter and Space Jam a year ago would have sold out, but because Drop,
in our opinion,
but because Funko and Drop have screwed up the whole NFT thing, if they would have noticed issue at the very beginning and tried to fix the issues and not just drag everything along for a very long time and allow us as a YouTube channel to complain about this so often. Right? We're not the only YouTube channel complaining about it. We're obviously not the only two people complaining about it, but there's a ton of people complaining about it, and I think after a while, people just got sick of it.
Exactly.
And that's the real bummer here, because we did enjoy Funko NFT a lot. So here's the post where they mention how many is burned. This is Dis talking about how many were burned. I need a lesson on these. Are the redeemables at random as well? So people still asking questions, not entirely sure.
To be fair, in defense of Drop, and Funko, they do have blog posts that explain it. Although I feel like people are less likely to read, more likely to watch videos. So I think they do need to put out a video, but I feel like people are very lazy and they're not willing to do their research prior to...
I think that Funko should have reached out to us and contracted us to make a video. And I'm not even joking. I think that the video that we made helped a lot of people. We have received so much feedback over that video. And it's too bad that they didn't reach out to us for us to make a video. And I'm not saying it's like we're the best YouTube channel to do it. I'm just saying that I think we did it in a pretty good way. We made it interesting, entertaining. I think we could have done the same thing for Funko and Drop. And we didn't have to drop the F-bomb or anything. And you didn't have to pull food out of my beard. Like, we could have done it and did it, like, the right way. But they didn't reach out. And now look at them. See what happened?
They're failing because...
You just screwed up everything.
They didn't ask the Gastlecast.
So here, this person says, hope one day they go back to making real releases and stop scamming fans. Every day, my interest goes down a little more. What do they mean by scamming fans?
I
wonder.
Okay. Here's a problem.
Oh, lottery is a scam, NFT. So they're just complaining about NFTs. I don't even want to get into the conversation because it's so silly. Do you want to talk about this?
Yes. People use the word scam way too freely, and they don't, it seems like they don't know what the word scam means. Like, you need to go into it understanding what it is, and if you don't like it, it doesn't mean it's a scam.
Yeah. So, agreed. This person says...
Although, hold on, I'm not finished.
Okay.
I do feel like if your package gets lost in the mail or heavily damaged, that $30 credit...
Garbage.
It's...
That's really crappy, and
it's pretty scammy.
Yeah, it gets a little in the scammy territory. That part does, but the idea of Funko NFT is not scammy.
Yeah.
People like to say that it's scammy, but you're basically saying that scratch-off cards and lottery tickets and bingo, it's all scammy, right? I mean, it's basically what you're trying to say. You're taking a chance.
That's all it is. It's a game of chance.
This person says something very interesting that I don't buy at all. This one sold very well, surprisingly, likely because of the Freddy. I didn't hear much great things about the Freddy personally.
No, I saw more people after the, what's his name, Swackhammer or whatever.
Yeah, that's a lot of people wanted the Grail.
Lola, because they want to fuck Lola.
I'd rather spend money on mystery boxes where you can get an actual low value pop or a chance at a... Okay, all right, cool. FNFTs, look at all these people. Come on. How long are we going to hang on this FNFT thing? Like, if you don't like it, just don't get into it. I mean, come on. What are we doing?
I don't understand why people feel the need online to just say dumb stuff under posts. Like, if you don't like it, cool. Like, well, I really shouldn't be saying anything because we're the Gastlecast and we're negative all the time. But I was going to say, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. But again, we get on here and talk shit all day. So whatever.
I don't think they're going to buy it. So here is the drop marketplace. So this is showing you the value currently of the various Funko Pops. These are all the legendaries here. Bugs Bunny's going for right around $39. Daffy Duck $35.50. Lola Bunny is $30.10. And M2, or the Purple Monstar, is at $32. Interesting that Bugs Bunny is at the $39 mark, but this stuff fluctuates. I was looking at this earlier, and they were right around the $35. Like, I think Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck was $35, and then the last two were right around $30. So they're just kind of going back and forth, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
But let's take a look.
Well, not only that, but the crypto constantly fluctuates. So that has a big play on it as well.
So then we can look at the Grail. The Grail is going for $172, which is actually pretty low when it comes to a Grail NFT Funko Pop.
It is, and I'd like to talk a little bit more about this one. A lot of people were mad because it's the same mold as the other one. However, it's not the same mold because they have to use a mold for the other character. So it is different. I understand, like, the character himself, the big bad guy, is the same mold, but you're getting something different with the little aliens. I think it's great for an NFT pop. I feel like that is definitely a Grail that you would want to have.
Yeah.
But I understand people's feelings about the laziness or whatever with the mold. In a way, but at the same time, I feel like it's different enough to make it feel way better than the common pop that there
completely agree. No, I completely agree.
I personally have no problem with different paint jobs as long as they're different enough from the originals to, I guess, make them feel valuable.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think this is a great Funko Pop. I have no problem with it. I didn't recognize that it looked similar to the common, I guess. I didn't realize that at all.
People were talking about it constantly.
Of course. And I think that had I noticed that, I might have talked about it a little bit more. I don't remember seeing the common of this, honestly. Do you have a picture?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it looks like. One thing I do want to mention is that now this marketplace actually has values attached to it, which is why we're talking about this. Oh yeah, there he is. He's cool.
It's literally the same thing for the NFT. Like, he's pointing and has that smile.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was going to be exactly the same thing. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not, he has the base and the little aliens around him.
Right, whatever. I don't know. I think it's cool that he has the little aliens around him. I'm not going to hate on it too much. Maybe I will down the line. But these Funko Pops, oh yeah, there he is, pointing his finger. Yeah, weird. Okay. I wonder if it's the same Funko Pop and then they have like an attachment or something around it.
That's what I was thinking.
That is a little cheap. I don't know if I like that.
But again, can they, like, is he part of the base or is he just glued down?
I have no idea.
You know?
I'm excited to see this thing in person. It might be far different than what we think. But at this point, it sounds a little trashy. But I do like that he has the little creatures with him, the little Monstar dudes. I think that's cool. But what I was saying is that the marketplace now includes values, which is great. I love seeing that they have the values now. So you can actually click it and you can view all the listings for this one. So you can go and buy it. There's one for $174. It goes all the way up to, let's see, how far? $449.99.
So that person's basically banking on people to buy up all of them and then, you know, have their $450 one be the last one.
Absolutely. And a lot of people, they sort of contend with one another. I've seen it where people will reach out to others and say, can you boost your price?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sell it for too low. Yeah. So that happens quite often. But it's cool that they've involved sort of like this shop now. I like this whole thing. I like that it's all connected. It makes it easier for the people who are getting into this. And before you had to go to Atomic Hub and transfer everything. Yes. It was a mess.
I'm also eager, while we're on this topic, I am very eager to see what they'll be doing with those $30 credits if people buy these items secondary, because they can't say, oh, well, we're not involved with the secondary market, because they are. And they can very easily see what somebody paid somebody else on their own marketplace. So are they going to, like, give people more money based off of what they spent? Are people stuck with a $30 credit? Or are they going to do what they should have been doing all along and just replacing the items if they come in damaged or don't arrive at all?
So here are the Funko Pops for the Fantastic Plastic. And I'm just revisiting this because this is something I just dropped.
This is disgusting.
I dropped $170 on this drop.
And what did you get?
I only got Carl. And he is $20. Yeah. So that's kind of showing you what the landscape looks like right now. Yes, I wasted my money, but it was all for experimentation.
Yeah, good. I enjoy spending $170 to fucking experiment.
But the point is that these Funko Pops aren't holding up like they used to. It used to be
how
that
much I could, how many boba teas I could get for $170?
You could get a lot. You could get a lot. Can I get my thoughts out before you attack me on your boba tea purchases?
You made $20 off that
So
Carl.
$20. So at this point, I think it's smart for people who want these Funko Pops to more or less wait unless you want to gamble. So if you want the whole lottery system where you could possibly pull something and not drop a lot of money, great. But for the amount of money that I spent, I could have had all three of these.
Yes.
With no gambling involved, I could have had them all and probably one more. Yeah. I could have had these three and then an additional legendary if I wanted to with the $170 that I spent. Yeah. So just food for thought. That's what this is looking like now.
Another food for thought, though, if everybody takes that advice and there's only, let's say, 10 people purchasing packs, okay? They burn like 70%. Then the cost of those pops are going to go up.
Yep.
Because there's hardly any on the market.
Now let's take a look at this. So this is on the opposite side of the spectrum. This Harry Potter set is not doing horrible. No. So that Harry Potter is $415.
Okay.
That to me is pretty exceptional considering where we're seeing a lot of these Funko Pops fall today. But hold on, let's go through all of them. Cedric Diggory is going for $58. Who is it? Fleur Delacour,
she's 40.
The dragon, the horntail, is $84.45. Mer Person is $50. And Victor Crumb is $56.95. That is not a bad value set.
It's not at all. I am shocked over the Harry Potter because honestly, in my opinion, he's one of the least impressive, sitting right next to Cedric and Fleur.
Right.
I find those to sort of be the most boring redeemables there are of this set. The Merperson and the Victor are fantastic. I could do with or without the Horntail. I've just seen enough dragons. Like we've gotten Game of Thrones and everything, so I'm just sort of over dragons at the moment. But I love Crumb because he has the shark head on a person's body, and the Merperson is, of course, just really unique.
The Victor Crumb is the best Funko Pop of this whole set.
Yes.
Let's be real.
But I'm just talking in terms of looks, not necessarily like limit, because obviously that Harry Potter is much more limited than Victor Crumb.
Now let's look at these. So this is the Squid Game, and you have front man is $217.
Not bad.
And the legendaries, they vary between $36 and about $20. So not so good on the legendaries, but that front man is actually holding his value, which is pretty cool. I like seeing this. I think this is good.
Oh, this is going to be
Mickey
bad.
and Friends cannot be good. I can't even imagine how low they're going to be. $26. Let's see. Let's see what the Grail is. Grail's $179. Minnie Mouse.
I'm shocked it's even that high.
$26, $38, $57, and $31.99. So not too terribly bad. I mean, they're pretty low considering that they're Disney.
Yeah, but that was a very boring set.
Agreed. I completely agree with that. And then lastly, we'll look at these guys. I think, yeah, okay. So Powerpuff Girls aren't bad. Powerpuff Girls aren't bad. So you have Mojo Jojo, who is $153.99.
Oh.
Blossom is $55.98. Bubbles is $57. Buttercup is $50.80. And Professor Utonium is $62.
So I'm not shocked that Professor Utonium is the higher of them, but I expected him to be even more sought after.
Oh, you know what I wonder? How about the Freddy's? We're going to look at the Freddy's. Let's see. Maybe even Back to the Future. But Back to the Future, I believe, has been turned in. Freddy's, $350 for the Grail. $75.99 for the Zombie. Zombie Night, or I'm sorry, Zombie, was it gun something?
Yeah,
Gunslinger. Zombie Knight is $54.99. Zombie Ninja is $51.55, and the Zombie Pirate is $106. Somebody actually sent that to you as a gift, which is amazing. So thank you to the person who sent that to us. You're a real amazing person. We appreciate you. You didn't have to do that.
A lot.
We struck out big time on that particular drop. We did not do well at all. So that was pretty cool. And then, yeah, these guys are already turned in, so they're worth nothing. You're virtually buying an NFT.
Okay,
now.
I was like, wait, why are they $1.50?
Yeah, you're virtually buying NFT. But how interesting. I mean, I love that the new marketplace is set up the way that it is. I think that looks great. I think it makes it easier for the person going in and buying it. But we're looking at a completely different market now. The market is so different than what it was a year ago.
Yeah.
You know, every drop that came out, no matter if it was well-liked or not, those prices for those pieces were still pretty high up there. Which brings us into our final part of this video, which are the IT Funko Pops that just came in today. We just got them. Do you want to pop them open? We'll take a look at these IT Funko Pops. So the IT Funko Pops were from, is it from the IT 2 film, or is it from all of the...
It Series 2,
IT Series 2. No, one IT Series 2. Because there was a horror set, remember?
Yeah.
That included like a Pennywise. But these, I don't know, I think we got the whole set and maybe more.
I don't remember.
So here's Patrick Hockstetter. We have another box over there.
I know.
So here's Patrick Hockstetter. He's cool. He's like a zombie looking character. He's cool. And then this, these all look good, by the way. So a lot of people like to order them separately instead of ordering them as a group, but these actually look fine to me. So this is Henry Bowers.
People are complaining about the boxes that they're being kept in, though, so check the boxes for damage thoroughly. I'm not as nitpicky. I will pull these things out of the box, so I don't care personally, but I understand. Oh.
So the lumberjack came in upside down. How funny is that? I don't think I've seen one that came in upside down like this.
I have upside down Will.
That's so funny. No, I mean like unintentionally. But this is really funny.
It was a joke.
All the boxes look really good though. There's a little markle in this one, but it's incredibly minor.
Yeah, there was a markle.
Oh my God, the leper.
Yeah,
that's such a
awesome.
creepy one. Yeah, that's so creepy.
He's
what a
disgusting.
great set of Funko Pops though. This is a great set. Any damage on that one?
Not that I'm seeing.
Oh, we got 2 lumberjacks. So I got one lumberjack that is like proper and one that isn't. That's pretty funny. And then
He went to Stranger Things World.
Is the one that's upside down, is it worth more money, you think?
Yeah, definitely.
And then there's Pennywise. It's like a...
He's my least favorite.
Really? This was the This is the Grail, right? No.
Yeah, I believe that's the Grail.
No,
Baby.
Is it? 999. Okay. Did we get the royalty? What was the royalty? We got the royalty, right?
I don't know.
Maybe we didn't get the royalty. I thought we did. I thought we had all of them. Interesting. These are cool, though. This is a really great set. I'm going to have to look and see if we got the royalty. I don't think we were sent what we were supposed to get. So let me take a look at my account real quick because I feel like they owe us a royalty. And maybe they didn't send it. Do we have an issue here? Let's take a look. So here are all my NFTs. We're going to take a look and see.
No, we have them all.
No. Freddy
Oh,
Funko
never
as
mind.
Pennywise royalty
The
is
melting
not here.
Pennywise.
Well, because we definitely have the royalty. He's right here. So let me go and look at, let's see, royalty, Grail, legendary. So we have Patrick, Leper, Henry Bowers, Lumberjack, Pennywise. We got 2 hold on. So
we're missing a Pennywise.
we're missing 1. What's this about? Did another box come in?
No.
Well, let me take a look because they might have forgotten to put in our figure. Oh no, Heather, this is not good. Because we might have to come down on these guys for this. Yeah.
This is weird.
This is weird. So I have no email stating that these were being shipped to us. So we've got an issue. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have a problem with Drop. Drop, if you're watching, I want you to know that
Buckle up, Buttercup.
we didn't get our Freddy Funko. Just to show you, at the very top of the list, right here, is Meltdown Freddy Funko Pennywise. So that did not show up, and I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna probably sulk about it and post a video tomorrow screaming and hollering that we didn't receive it.
Keep in mind that
We didn't receive an email saying it was even coming.
I understand, but keep in mind these just arrived today, and these were 3 boxes. Like three came per box. So maybe they're shipping 1 in
By
just a singular
himself.
box, but it's just coming
Weird that
elsewhere.
we didn't get heads up though.
Like a shipped email.
I did get a
very
ship
weird.
thing from UPS, but
Me
not
too.
from Drop.
Yeah.
Weird. Well, I don't know what to think about this. I guess we'll see if our Freddy Funko shows up. But we want to know what you think about this Space Jam NFT drop. Did you go for it? Did you buy any of the card packs? Did you open the card packs and reveal maybe a legendary or a grail? Or did you get the whole set? Did you go for the royalty? We want to know all that and more in the comment section down below. And what did you think about our Funko Pops? I really like this set. I think it's a great horror set, and it fits perfectly with your It series set, isn't it? Your It set. Because Heather has, by the way, Heather has every single It
No.
Funko Pop made.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Which
We've
one?
gone over this 100
You're missing the
times.
little moment, right?
I'm
Or
missing
something?
the moment, but I'm missing a lot of the new ones. But up until, I don't even remember what it was, but I was collecting all of them, and I still have them all with, like, the eyes.
The eye colors.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if you don't know about the eye colors, you haven't been in the Funko game for a long time because that was some major drama.
It was crazy.
Major drama. But let us know what you think about all of this and more in that comment section down below. And did you enjoy our deep dive into the marketplace? What do you think about the marketplace? Let us know in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we would like to shout out to Fa Waka, John Cunningham, Cody Laws, Matthew Watt, Sativa Shower, Jeff Lopez, Monica Nelson, Effigy Dyer, Pistachio 32, and Ryan Callahan. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys are amazing, and our upcoming Patreon call will take place on March the 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you show up if you're a levels 2, 3, or 4 patron. You don't want to miss out on this one. We have all sorts of Mischief Toys stuff to share with you, and we also have a bunch of giveaways. And in that Mischief Toys share, we're going to talk about our brand new character, Mortem, and for level 4 patrons, you will have the opportunity to get your hands on a Glow Ghastly Proto. Before you go, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and that little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss out on that. Come and join us every single day for our new Funko content. Guys, thank you so much for staying until the end of the video. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.